Alright, I got kind of a weird setup today. So I've actually got to utilize my laptop for a program. So I had to include my iPad in my setup. Alright, so I'm going to be kind of back and forth between my laptop and my desktop today. This process that I'm in right now is going to be a bit labor intensive. So today's kind of devoted towards drawing in the shade, and it's a hard process. Um because where's my colors? Here we go. Um yeah, hello Matthias. Looks like you are first today. Okay. So, like I was saying, today is a different kind of day because we're shading and I need to kind of focus on the drawings a bit more because I am attempting to find um, the right ways in which to represent Jennifer's shapes. There are several right ways and there are a lot of wrong ways. I think that's my cat in the garbage. Be right back. Ugh. Alright, never mind. It's just my cat playing in a box. That's acceptable. Alright. So like I was saying, I gotta take this part a bit slower in some sections. Because if I don't shade Jen right, then the entire purpose of focusing on her musculature was basically for nothing. So I need to make sure that what's going on, Mr. Cholesterol? I need to make sure that when I define these shapes that they actually are accurate. Let me kind of show you guys where I'm going with it. I'll show you guys an example of her shading. And I need to do this across the entire cartoon. So here's one example. Here is another. Let me go to my next one. I'm working on this one currently. But here's another one. And here is another one. So it's going to be a bit of a process. I want to put more effort into the key drawings and the breakdowns as always. And when I do the in-betweens, they should more or less line up. So it's probably going to be a couple of days long process. I don't want to rush it. It's kind of like the last big thing I need to do before I can really call this cartoon finished. After that, it'll be like super easy. But I gotta be careful with how I do this. So bear with me. There might be stretches where I'm not actually even drawing because I have to. I'm utilizing 3D software, an anatomical model, to move a model around and find how it is shaded. It makes the process go on a little longer, but you can see like the results of it. So please bear with me. Just got to do it one little bit at a time. Sort of like a game of connecting the dots. Oh man, it's gonna be a bit of a battle, I can tell you that much. If it ends up being that I'm just going like way too slow, I might consider ending the stream early, so that way I can just focus on the work. But we'll see if it gets to that point. I'm sure a bunch of you kind of want to see this develop. Kind of like I said yesterday, though, when I was kind of getting towards the end. This is starting to become a we're kind of getting close to the end, and I have genuine concern that there might be some people who go into this stream and attempt to just screen grab my my playback, and then we'll post it. I had people in my last video steal it and put it on their own channels, so I probably won't do many more streams for this project. No offense. I would like for you guys to watch it all the way through, but it's kind of getting to the point where I have to be kind of looking out for this thing. I have a feeling that this one's gonna do okay in terms of like viewership and popularity. I'm putting a lot of work into it, and my hope is that people sense that. But usually, like that, that comes with grifters, guys who are just looking to steal your stuff and put it into their own pipeline. Yeah, I guess. Thing is, I never know. You know who's watching. You know what I mean? I generally want to assume the best in people, but that last video kind of reminded me what this is all about. In the end, it's we're all out here to kind of like, show our stuff, and at least for animators, we generally want to just show our stuff, show our capabilities, and use it to expand our group. Maybe meet some new people, and kind of just show off our skills. It takes a lot to get these things out there, and it's good to get feedback, and it's usually good to get validation. But when someone comes in and just yanks your stuff off and passes it off as their own, it really sucks. It's harder in these kind of settings too, because you work. It's a collaborative effort. I'm not doing all of this by myself. I have people helping me out, and so someone comes in and steals it, or if I'm not guarding this stuff and someone comes in and steals it, then they lose exposure as well. So I don't know anything about those two guys, Matthias. Sorry. Don't really have an answer to your question, I think. Alright, let's see how this looks. Turn the shading up to its normal levels. Probably use a little more shade on the back. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. I think it was on the right track. It was just a little too far. So maybe like there. A lot of these might not be right on the first try. I'm gonna need to kind of push and pull. She's missing a little bit of shading on her shoulder. Right here. Okay. That's good. All right. What's next? You gotta just go one drawing at a time. One key at a time. So I think I'm gonna go here to this one. And we'll take care of that. So I'm gonna leave it on a loop because right now I need to go to my 3D software and play around with the 3D model and play around with the lighting, so that way I can get it accurate. But I'll have this going on a loop for you guys, and we got the music as well. So feel free to come and go as you want. I'll be talking. I'm right next to my microphone. It's just I won't be doing a lot of work right here. I want to try and have this done. I want to try to have this done, in about a week. I kind of want to get it out the door. But I think with shading, I think shading's gonna add a whole lot to it. It'll really make those muscles pop. and separate some of the planes on her body, to just make her seem, to make her seem more, less like, a static drawing and more like a legitimate character and like a person in space. Plus, I don't know, just I love personally how she looks with the shading. I don't think it's too dark either. And I also Funky Funko Bunko. I actually have a filter on for comments like that. So I actually had to approve your comment. And I appreciate the sentiment. No, it's all good. It was funny. I thought it was kind of funny that I had to approve that. But yeah, no, it's coming together. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to figure out how to erase the shading in her eyes to just give her eyes a little more depth. But yeah, we're on the way. But yeah, I'll keep this going on a loop. And while I work on the 3D part, so I'll be back as soon as I can. On the drawing part, I literally just turned my desk over and I'm just like, yeah, okay, well that was a long journey. I like the shading too, Goji. I'm actually going to disable the shading right now though, because I feel like it's kind of getting in the way of the cartoon. Seeing it in playback. Thank you, Deuces. I appreciate that. I appreciate you stopping in to, to watch. Yes, sir. Coloring's done. Right now we're moving on to shading. So because shading is such a difficult process, I can't really do it from imagination. I'm really not that good at I'm not that good at drawing that I can just shade muscles from my head. I gotta utilize a reference. All right. Ah, damn it. See, I'm having to utilize my I need to get a fourth screen. I'm having to utilize my iPad for the text chat today, because I have both my screens occupied on my desktop, and I'm also using my laptop for this 3D program. So I got a lot of, I got 1, 2, 3, I have 4 windows open right now. Okay. And God dang it. It didn't save the angle. Whatever, I better find it again. Matthias, you already asked that question. I don't know. Sorry, man. There we go. There's the right angle. Yeah, references are everything when it comes to anatomy. I cannot just I can't just do it from my head. As much as I wish I could. Alright, where's my FOV? There we go. Okay, so on my other on my laptop, I've got a program open. It's Maya, and I have some lights, and I have a muscle rig that I have that I borrowed, and I'm utilizing the lighting and the muscle and the muscle rig to figure out her how to properly shade these things. Luckily, the model is it's a bodybuilder. It's a male rig, but the muscles are still the same. The main things that change on a female and male bodybuilder is the abs. The ab is more like a six-pack on a man, and on a woman it's more like a violin. But the principle remains the same. The strap on her arm is it's a phone strap. So like, you know, you go to the gym and you see people with their phones attached to their arm and a little Velcro strap. I'm gonna need to do something. I'm gonna need to do something to make that a little clearer. It seems like a lot of people are getting a little lost about that one. Okay, I actually got to pause this so I know exactly what pose I'm trying to get. I'll have the pose on my other screen so that way you guys can keep watching the animation. But I'll have a still image that I can just look at on my other monitor. I wish this rig was a little more muscular, but that's okay. Yeah, if it that's probably because I didn't do a good job. I didn't do a good job articulating it, so that's more my fault than anyone's. It's kind of tough to make it out, I admit. The unfortunate thing about this rig is I can't pose the hands, so I just gotta kind of figure that out. That's okay. Like I was saying earlier, I'm probably gonna need to stop these streams after maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned as I get closer that people are gonna start screen capping and taking my stuff. Yeah, I'm still on Discord. We can still just chat there. But yeah, we're kind of getting to the into the end game here. No, I do not have a Discord. I'm not really in a position to manage one right now. Once I feel a little more comfortable with that idea, then I'll start one and I'll let you guys know. Let's see. Hey, congratulations, man. Happy to hear that. I appreciate that. Yeah, once if I start one, I will I'll definitely be sure to let you guys know about it. I will keep that in mind, Tiger. All right, I'm almost sorry, guys. I'll start drawing in a minute. I'm still just kind of I'm still tweaking this rig. I got to do this for like all of the key drawings, so that way I don't get anything that way I don't screw anything up. Last thing I want to do right now is in the 11th hour not draw this thing right. That would kind of suck. There we go. Yep, Mr. Cholesterol. I am you can't see it on your end, but I'm playing around with a 3D rig, and I'm trying to get the poses more or less accurate to my drawings. So that way I can kind of get a reference for what her muscles would look like. I figured out where the lighting source is and all that. So I just need to be careful at this stage and give myself the time I need to do it correctly. That means I got to move a little bit slower. Well, then, you know, so be it. Okay. Let me make sure I didn't save the damn angle. That's good. That's perfect. So it's gonna be a little more. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know already, but I'm actually a pretty good 3D animator too. So I get a little bit of enjoyment out of playing around in 3D sometimes. Yes, sir, I be cooking. Just a really slow cook. Oh yeah? What are you animating? Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Alright. Let me go ahead and move the hand just a little. It's a little more than spitballing. I've actually sat down and wrote a lot of it down, just to kind of make some connections. It's still in its infancy, and what I want to do is I want to consult with a bunch of my fans who have come up, who are really well versed on the character in the comics, maybe more than I am. But that's kind of where that is right now. There we go. Alright. So, I think I got my pose. I'm going to actually save that right here. I'm going to save the pose so I can always come back to it later. So, this will be pose 4. Actually, it'll be more like this. So, save, create a preset. Cool. Alright. So, thank you, Deuces. I hope you have a good day as well. Feel free to drop in at any point. I'll probably be on this most of the day. Kendrick Lamar diss track. I don't listen to a lot of diss tracks, but my I almost call my wife. My wife listens to this diss track from Chris Brown almost on a loop, going after some dude, I guess, who, like, you know, made a diss track about him or something. I forget what the dude's name was. Thank you very much, Cody, sir. All right, so I actually have my reference good to go. It's a pretty good, good shot. I can see the muscles. Quavo, that was it. Where it opened up with that phone call where he's like, "Hey, yo, Chris, hey, yo, I don't want no problems, man. Like Pete, like, please, bro." I remember that, and I was like, "Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. Who opens?" Who calls the guy to, like, beg and leave a voicemail? That was funny. But yeah, I didn't know Chris. I don't know much about Chris Brown or rap or, you know, music, but my wife tells me that Chris Brown's not even a rapper, and just bodied the hell out of that guy. Anyway, you gotta pick your battles, I guess. Let me turn my brightness up here. He was going after Drake, huh? Yeah. So my wife's actually black. She knows a lot about this stuff. And I usually, whenever, like, this stuff comes up, I gotta, like, talk to her about it because I don't know what the hell's going on. In, like, the music world or the rap world or whatever. So she knows all about that. So I've got my reference. So a good thing to... What the hell was that noise? One sec, I'll be right back. All right. All right. I'm back. So I got my reference. Actually, let me turn her hand just a little. That's better. There we go. You know what? Let me see if I can attach. Let me see if there's any clothing options available here. Whatever. Let me take that off. All right. So, it was just someone running an air compressor. It's no big deal. Okay, so I've got my reference, and I have pretty good idea of what the shapes are, so I'm gonna go ahead and make them. So, let me go ahead and get that going. So we're gonna do it here for the main one, because once I get these shapes figured out here, the rest of them will actually be pretty easy to figure out. God, I really hope they figure out that air thing soon. It is really annoying. So, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Afro Soul. How long you been animating, man? Since 2020? Alright, so. What's going on, Johnny Maximum? So right now I'm just I am working on Jennifer's shading. I have to compile references from a 3D model that I'm using. I need to pose the rig that I am using for reference in the software, which is Maya, and make sure that the lighting is somewhat consistent with my previous drawings. So you've been drawing for a while, huh, Afro? I'm gonna leave the inside of there dark. So let's go over to her hands. So this is all boxy. I'm gonna make sure that is represented in that way. So I'm going to kind of come down like this. Well, we have that in common. I am self-taught as well. I did go to school when I got home from the military, but I'm self-taught as well. I'm glad you took that leap, because the only one that could really get that ball rolling is you. No one else will do it for you. So I'm glad you took that leap. For the love of Christ, I hope they get done with that stuff. It was really annoying, man. All right. Yeah, that's the thing about endeavors like this, where we want to draw and do creative stuff. No one's gonna have your back in the beginning, man. That's just kind of the way it goes. So the only one that could make others see why you want to do it is you. All right, here we go. We're going the right way. Sorry, guys. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time because of just how much brain work is involved. I'm trying my best though. So the shading rides along. So all of this is going to be in shadow. So we're going to make Yeah, I know that all too well. That TikTok steals stuff. My last video was stolen, and the dude who made it got like somewhere like 2.4 million views, and didn't credit me. There's nothing you can do about it. Yep. Watermarks are everything. When I post this one, actually it's kind of funny. I'm putting a gigantic watermark right here on the punching bag she's gonna punch, and on the edges of the screen, kind of like in here somewhere, there's gonna be a watermark. Over here, there's gonna be a watermark, but they fade in at different times. So it won't be like constantly like in your face, and they're somewhat subdued. Yeah, Johnny, but I mean, like, there's nothing else I could really do. I might as well do something, because just leaving it like there and having nothing be there, like that doesn't help. So, because like, look at what not putting watermarks got me. It still got my stuff stolen, and now like there's no chance anyone's gonna come to my stuff. So, I might as well try, you know. Yeah, that's Joey. Give her a WUK tattoo, like in a heart. How the hell? That would actually be kind of funny. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna give her any tattoos. So this is gonna come up here. These are gonna be the same. So um, this is also gonna be in shadow. So I need to bring this kind of over like here. Da. That wasn't necessary. I can just do it like this. Wait. Yeah, I'm stupid. So I'm having to form a lot of these sort of connections here. There we go. I was wondering why that wasn't matching up. All right. So I think that might do it for this one. So the good thing is, once I get these keys done, all I got to do is really kind of build off of them. So I won't need to like go through and make like a reference for every single pose. I'm sure they appreciate that, man. I appreciate it when someone reaches out to me and tells me my stuff was stolen. But it also comes with the whole idea of like there's nothing like what can I do? I can't tell them to take it down. I don't own this character. It's not a copyright. So sort of like a neener sort of thing. Alright. So I think this will probably look good. Yeah, I don't think I actually have this one done yet, so let me go ahead and knock that out. Actually, I'm gonna need to there we go, that's a little better. Yeah, the shadows are going really hard this time. I need to though, because I put so much emphasis on her shadows in this one that if I didn't go hard on the shadows, I will have just basically wasted my time and your guys' time, because you watched me waste my time. So I gotta go hard, or I gotta go all out on it, um, to be nice to myself and to you guys. So let's see how that one looks. I feel like it's still missing. Like it's still. Yeah, here we go. I found it. So let me see. So a good thing to do when you're trying to find like values and stuff, or like in this case, I'm trying to like see what the mass shapes of the shadows are. What you do is you like look at your reference, and you squint. It'll remove details and allow you to see just like the main shapes and blots and stuff. And that's what I'm doing. I got the shadows on a different layer. And Toon Boom's got like, Toon Boom's got a, it's got a bunch of features where you can, combine them. Okay, so I think I found it. So up to here is going to be in shadow. Okay, yeah, this is all going to be in shadow. So up to here, I think. And then let's see what happens when I do that. So when I turn the shading up, let's see if that made a difference. I felt like her arms, I felt like somehow her arms were missing something. And even now, I think it's like right here, like something about this isn't working for me. It doesn't look bad. It's just, I feel like it could be better somehow. What if I... This is why I love shading, guys. Like, this is like the most fun, like, by the way, sarcasm. I absolutely hate this part. Yeah, I agree, but you know, animating fight scenes has its own challenges. But yeah, you know, you get to move a lot faster, and you don't got to spend as much time focusing on details. Okay, hang on. So I think I might. Yeah, so it's gonna be kind of like here. And then here. So let's see if that made a difference. I'm gonna actually cover up her bicep completely. And let's see. I think that looks worse. Damn it. Yeah, that looks worse. Well, let me undo all that. Let's see. I think I just gotta apply a little bit of shade down here. Who the hell's Mappa Studios? I never heard of them. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna use my own eye here and see if I can't just fix this myself. Let's see if that helped any. Jujutsu Kaisen? You could probably judge from my reaction. So, and this like so. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever get hired at a place like that. I appreciate the sentiment, though. Yeah, they don't have unions over there, so they kind of get screwed. That's kind of why I like doing things on the indie side. You gotta remove a little bit of this. You see what I mean, though, guys? Like this is a very hard process. All right, I'm gonna make sure I just have that turned on. Cool. I gotta make sure all of this blends together so that way I don't get confused when I start doing the in-betweens for these guys. What do you want, Funky? Oh, is that who made that? Is that Mappa Studio made the final season? Yeah, I'm good with staying in an you know American animation setting. Un, uh, I'd rather you know not have a brain aneurysm. If I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm, it's gonna be of my own accord for my own work. All right. I think this is let me see. Da, 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 da. What do you think, Frank? Does this look okay? Let me actually get rid of this really quick. All right. What do you think, Frankie? What's going on, DJ? I kind of like this one. This one will do. I don't. The fingers are throwing me off. I gotta fill those in. Here, yeah. So that one and that one. No, not even none of them at all. There we go. What do you think, Frank? Is it okay? I could live with this one too, I think. Maybe use a little bit of shading here in her the exposed area of her hand. Does it look heckin' good? Yeah, once this thing gets shaded, I looked at a couple of finished screenshots for it, and it does look pretty good. I'm actually quite happy. This is one that I think is going to get a lot of pauses for obvious reasons. But these ones are good too. I'm gonna take away the shading in her eye here just because I want to. I'm gonna export this in 4K when I'm done. It's a little pixelated when you zoom in, but I'm trying to get a little more depth in her eyes by getting rid of some of the shading. But I'm gonna need to line it up with like the shine that I already drew in. I also need to get rid of that dot. All right, let's keep going. That's so, Pooties. What little fighter? Yeah. Yeah. That's okay, DJ. I appreciate you trying anyway. I'm actually gonna bring that to help sell her hair moving along with her. Yeah, I might need to go through a lot of these to just kind of make some aesthetic changes. If I'm being totally honest, I'm not like thrilled about the idea of like dudes like doing that to my cartoons. It's not like that doesn't really make me like. But whatever. Like I put a lot of effort into like everything, like not just like that aspect, but like her muscles and line work and now shading and composition. It's like, you know, they're gonna focus on like that other stuff, and frankly, it kind of bums me out. But whatever. Like, that's what brings in views, I guess. So luckily, this is pretty much the same drawing. I'm gonna utilize it here. So let me look at this then. Yeah, so the only major the major changes here are gonna be in her face and her hair. So let me go ahead and her hands. So let me go ahead. You know, I just realized, man, her arm muscles don't move at all despite her hand moving. Yeah, so what would happen is, you know what? Forget it. If I never mentioned it, no one's ever gonna know. I'm gonna forget about it. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Yeah, it's one of those deals where I gotta kind of pick and choose what I decide to focus on. So I'm just gonna ignore the arm muscle part there. I think I'll survive if that doesn't get. I didn't notice it until just now, so I don't think anyone else is gonna notice. There we go. Oh, I appreciate hearing that, Tiger, but I think the rest of the people who watch this are probably gonna still just get the wrong idea. Like I already know a lot of that stuff's inbound. Like they're gonna come over and say like the usual comments. So what are you gonna do, man? Just gotta do my best and uh, hope that gets appreciated for what it is by a few people. Okay, so it's gonna come more up here. Okay. Nothing happened, Joby. It's just we're talking about internet people, thirsty internet people. Okay. Yeah, Tiger, that's why I didn't respond to most of them. And yeah, thanks, Funko. I'll just stop being a perfectionist now that you've said to stop being a perfectionist. But no, you're right though, man. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you reminding me. I think that's a little better. I gave the shadows a little bit of a pink hue, a little pinkish orange, so that way they weren't just straight like black and white. They complement the clothes. They make them look a little pink. Helps it blend in with the purple a bit. Yeah, keep them distinct. And it works well with their skin, I think. All right. I gotta cancel that. All right. I think I got another. All right. So this is basically the same drawing, just a little higher. All right, Tiger. If I don't see you, I'll see you. What the hell did I undo all those for? I don't need to do that. Alright. Okay. So, I gotta keep the brow. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, Funko. I can't really help it, man. I'm sure it's the same for you when you draw. Kind of becomes like your baby. You just want to see it go and do great things. Hold on, my wife is messaging me. I gotta see what she needs. Yeah, unretract that message, you coward. I was looking at my phone. I'll let her know. You said hi, Mrs. Joe. In case you guys haven't figured it out by now, for those of you that are here, the reason I'm talking this way to Funky is because I may or may not share a blood relation with him. There was a point in our life where we shared a bed. We may or may not be the same progeny. How the hell am I gonna do this one? Yeah, well, thanks for saying my name. Besides, most of them actually already know her name. She drops into these chats, and her YouTube name is literally her name. Like, she uses her real name as a username. Like, who does that? Huh. Now, if I agreed with you, I'd probably be in trouble with her. But if I agree that you're the hotter one, then that also implies I am the hotter one, since we have similar genetic makeup. Alright, see you later, Brutus. I knew that didn't look right. Let me fix that. Yeah, I didn't say I wanted to do anything about it. You're the one having those Alabama thoughts. Oh, Jesus. What's going on, Punchy? It's going okay, I guess. Just taking it one drawing at a time. Oh, man. Keep this going. That should be flatter. Godzilla versus Chun-Li. I don't think her Thunder Thighs can take out Godzilla. So, in this case, since we have like so many drawings, the dot method that I was using when I was animating comes into play again here. It could be useful. So I need to find the areas that the shadow is kind of like bound to, and turn this into kind of like a game of connect the dots. So the reference didn't actually have this underlayer of shadow, but I want to put it there. Why not? So here would be that. So yeah, it is a little darker. So I'm actually gonna have that kind of come off. Boom. Cool. So back doesn't move a whole lot, so I can probably get away with something similar. Hey Frankie, you on duty right now or something? I don't know what you dudes call it over there, whether it's duty or post or whatever. Goji, I'm talking to my brother. He's in the chat. No, it's all good, man. You didn't know. All right. So these should be fine. I'm gonna need to. Oh wait, I missed a spot. Right here. Da da dum. All right. So that should do it for that. So, let's see how that looks in practice. They don't gotta be all perfect, but they definitely gotta be as close to perfect as I can get it for the keys. Oh, that's cool. So you're watching this while you're on post and shit. Alright, yeah, that's not right. You know what? Screw it. It's fine. I think she needs a little more shade here, actually. I don't know what green snow is, man. Is that like a WWE thing? I don't know what TNA is. Sorry. The closest I ever got to anything resembling rustling was this we had this Stone Cold toy that would like make a noise when you would like break its arm, and he'd be like, "Stone Cold says, oh, that's my arm." Other than that, I never was interested. I've never been interested in wrestling. Good. I hope not. I mean, maybe. I mean, they were. I'm talking like 20 years ago. We are making progress, son. All right, now we're getting into the more tricky stuff. So I've got a lot of drawings here. I somewhere around 100. But I've only got about half of those, maybe less than half are like really important. And maybe about a third of that half is extremely important. So I need to pay extremely close attention to that particular small section. So the next couple are gonna be these ones. So these next three are gonna be pretty critical. This whole process is probably gonna take a few days. So, all right, I'm gonna I need to go to my 3D program and get the pose ready. Yeah, we torched it. Why? I don't know why we did that. I wish we still had that camcorder. Yeah, what was going on, Seg? Yeah, no. One day, my brothers and I, we had some family come in from Canada, and we decided to use our camcorder to remake that movie, The Hills Have Eyes. It was honestly kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah, we had that Robin Hood toy that we had die in that one too. Robin Hood was the mom for some reason. Yeah, thank you, Seg. It looks pretty good when we actually render it out. I might subdue the shading just a little bit. Let me see actually. Because it looks good, but I think it might be a little too strong. So let me actually take it down to like, let's try 50. That's totally the wrong direction. Okay, that's 70, so that's 60. So let's go 65. 64. 62. I might. I don't think it needs it, but I don't think it needs it. I might though. The thing is, I gotta have this done. I got a week left to work on this thing. That's enough time. It's just I gotta pick and choose what I do, After I'm done with the shading, I need to animate the sandbag roughly and actually put my logo on it. Animate the truck and all that. And I'm also gonna animate word bubbles like comic book format. Someone suggested that I actually I lean into that, and it will make it it'll make it kind of stick out a little more. So I'm gonna give that a shot. And we all saw that, Funky. Don't stop being a coward and taking away your messages. But this frame's gonna get a lot of attention, I think. All right, let me go ahead and I'm gonna play this for you guys while I get my other pose ready. But I'm gonna have this pose on my other monitor ready, but I'll keep this playing for you guys on the side. We'll see, Seg. I've got 1 gig for now. That's enough. All right. So I'm gonna save that. Save this pose if I didn't already. Cool. All right. Let's see. Ah, man. There we go. All right. Let me go ahead and do this. All right. So it doesn't got to be exact, but it needs to be close enough. So. So it appears that the left hand will be completely enveloped in shadow. Yes, it is a pretty good Thursday. I hope things are going good for you so far. Anything in particular make it pretty good for you? Okay, so let's go ahead and make that. Drag it backwards. You guys can't see it, but right now I'm working on my laptop. I'm messing around with a 3D model. So That's pretty accurate. Let's see. Drag that elbow over this way. I'm using Maya. I got a copy of it on my computer. What's going on, Darkstone? I'm not basically finished. I have a lot left to do. But I'm getting there. Okay. Yeah, it's we're getting kind of close to the to completion. It's just there's a lot left to do. So I don't want to start, running victory laps just yet. Right. So tag 'em and bag 'em is a saying that cops will say when they're either collecting evidence or bagging up a dead body for the coroner. So it's a cop thing. So since Jennifer's a lawyer, she'd probably be making jokes of that nature. Well, now you do. Someone suggested it in the chat, and I thought it was brilliant, so I used it. All right, I've got me my I got me my pose. Well, yeah, Johnny, that's just stuff that cops say. It's a fairly common saying. So, there we go. Cool. All right. Yeah, W to that guy. I need to find out. I need to find out who he was. I remember about what stream we came to that too. So I'm gonna need to go back to all the streams and find out when I was writing these word bubbles. And I need to read through the chat and find out exactly the name of the dude whose idea that was, so that way I can credit him. All right. All right. So I've got my reference and I've got my pencil. Let me go ahead and get this going. So where would Jennifer's shading be? Let me turn that down so I can actually see where it is in relation to the previous drawing. Okay, so we got a little bit of that going on. A little bit of that here. When we start getting over this way, we're gonna get some foreshortening here. Don't worry, no one's gonna die in this cartoon. So boom, boom, boom. Who was in the truck? That's kind of TBD right now. I have this idea, or one of you gave me a great idea. I believe it was Joseph. Gave me an idea for a good Patreon benefit that I'm actually making for the topmost benefit, the most topmost tier. They get to be a character in the cartoon. So, if no one signs up for it, then it's probably just gonna be my little mascot character driving a truck, the WUK truck. What's going on, Jude? You doing okay today? Alright, so this is gonna be fine. I will bring this over. So all of that's actually going to be enveloped in shade. So let me go ahead and draw that in up to here. Yeah, all of that will be in shade. So all of that will come down like that. Oh boy. Okay, so where was I? So we have a little more. Going on there. And go on to here, it looks like. So all of that. Kind of done. Of course, we have our Alright, so this is all going to be separating the top. Fun stuff. Let's see. I'm glad to be hanging out with you on your lunch break. Okay, so we got a little bit of shading going on. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of shading today. I'm gonna try and get as much of it as I can done. I don't think there's any chance I'm gonna get it all done. That's not gonna be possible. I'm certainly gonna try to get as much as I can done, because I gotta get done with this soon. All right. So I think all of this is gonna be in shadow. So let's go ahead and yeah, this isn't some task I can put to an automated process. I got to do each one by hand. But that's just the name of the game, homie. So I'm gonna need to kind of observe what the drawings are doing and maybe make some alterations to it. My reference is good. It's just I might be able to spruce them up a little. Yeah, that's not right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that there instead. Yeah, sorry if I'm kind of like quiet. It takes a little bit of concentration to do this. Uzumaki. No, I've not seen that. I don't know what that is. Is it like Naruto? Naruto Uzumaki? Yeah, I'm gonna do this instead. You know, that does sound kind of familiar now that you mention it. No, sir, I don't. I'll have to look it up. I do like horror. I do like Japanese horror, though. Those guys know how to do it. All right. Let's see how that looks. That looks fine. Cool. All right, next one. All right, we're starting to get a little more foreshortening action. So I'm gonna need to go back to my 3D software to compile a reference. When I get to the end of this thing, I won't have to do it. When I finish all the keys, I won't need to go through every single drawing to collect a reference. I'm just doing it for the keys. I might do it for a bunch of the breakdowns too if they end up being complicated. I didn't mention it because I don't care. Like Venom got really lame. Unfortunately, Sony doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to their properties, and they, frankly, like the first Venom, I thought there might be hope, but after watching a little bit of Carnage, I've been looking forward to Carnage since I was a kid. How the heck are you gonna make a PG-13 Carnage? Give me a break. Yeah, I used to be excited about Venom, but I don't care anymore. I mean, sure, I'm never gonna watch it. Carnage was definitely a little more than kind of eh. That movie really was not fun. I didn't get any enjoyment out of it. If you ask me, I think Sony just needs to give it up. They need to give all their properties back to Marvel, because those guys, they're just not the right people to have control over these things. They did good with Spider-Man back in the day, but that was back in the day. They're trying to build their whole Spider. They did good with the Spider-Verse animated movies, but you know, that's about it. No, what did they say? Well, don't keep us in suspense. Dude, Sony sucks. Like the only thing that's kept them even somewhat relevant was letting Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like they did good with No Way Home, but like it was good. I think the movie itself was actually kind of mid. It's just the hype for Tobey Maguire coming back um, was was legit, But once the hype died down, it's like once the hype died down, you kind of just left with a kind of a mid movie. Yeah, giving so Tom Holland's Spider-Man is just Iron Boy. Like I used to kind of like him, but like um I'm kind of over him. He's just basically Iron Boy. Shang-Chi was Shang-Chi was not fire. Marvel hasn't made anything fire for years. I'm sorry, Marvel, I should say. Yeah, sorry. I just can't let comments like that slide. I can't let lies be. Oh no, it's not objective. It's a fact. It was a mid movie. I'll fight you on that too. Nah, I'm just playing. Black Panther. I feel that way about Black Panther. Everyone really hyped that up as like the greatest Marvel film ever made, and like it was like for an Oscar, but like bro, come on, it wasn't that good. It was okay. Yeah, Shang-Chi was mid. Wait, you like the Eternals? Well, I'm sure you have a lot of fun defending that one. Well, I mean, if you ask like everyone else, it's like I understand the cultural significance of Black Panther, but I don't want to look at it and unfairly in that lens because it really was not that great. It was good. It was just everyone was like hyping it up like mad because of the fact that it was like a predominantly black cast. That's good in its own right, but I also want to judge the movie for what it is. It's like it was safe. It was a very safe movie. Yeah. What country are you from, Darkstorm? Yeah, again, there's nothing wrong with recognizing, steps forward in the culture, but I just don't like running around and saying that that movie was worthy of even an Oscar nomination. Oh, that's right, Trinidad. I think you mentioned that before. I would say that Black Panther was a perfectly adequate um it's a perfectly adequate Marvel movie. It didn't do anything groundbreaking. It was purely it was a cookie cutter Marvel experience, and that's not a bad thing. Yeah, Captain. I didn't even watch Captain Marvel. I was kind of getting over Marvel at that point, and that was one I just kind of skipped. But I'm being honest, the last Marvel movie that I actually watched was Black Panther. I watched it, and I wasn't I was in the Marine Corps at the time, and we went to go see it in theaters out in town. And we must have been doing some pretty we must have been doing some stuff that day because I actually remember I fell asleep during Black Panther, and I don't know whether I was tired or whether I was bored or what, but I remember being like, I think I'm done with Marvel for a while. Yeah, Jude, go for it. I'm cool. So did you get to meet her, Tatiana? What's her last name? Maui, Maslany. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was a lot of fun, but it definitely felt at that point we were kind of getting towards the end of this thing. Yeah, she I don't blame her for the show. Like it wasn't her fault that the writers like were terrible. But from what I've gathered, her general attitude towards everything after the show was over, and especially after it was canceled, got extremely negative, and she started really kind of giving the fans a lot of heat, and I kind of lost a little bit of respect for that. And then I heard that And then I read that she actually wanted a role in Deadpool 3, and like Sony, oh not Sony, Marvel actually went and shot it and all that, but then Ryan Reynolds was like, you know what, no, we're not doing that, and she kind of had a little spat with him. Um, I lost respect for her after that as well. I try to give folks the benefit of the doubt, um, but she seems to be quite petty. And frankly, that kind of matches up with the character she played in the show. Jen Walters in that show was a jerk, like a huge jerk. Thing is, like, if you want, here's the thing about characters in shared universes. Like, there's a central desire in these things. We want to see characters interact with each other. We want to see these different characters from different stories come together to see what happens, to see what sparks fly. But the prerequisite is you got to have a character who you want to see interact with people. Jen Walters, no one really wants to see her interact with anybody. She's a jerk. So, well, that's good for her, man. I hope the project works out well for her. But I'm kind of with Darkstorm on that one. I don't think I'd want to meet her even if I got the chance. Because I'm one of the people who call out the show for its writing failures, and unfortunately, when you have that opinion online, they give you unfair labels. So I kind of don't want to interact with people who throw themselves in with that lot. As a person who's like in the show, you gotta rise above that stuff. You can't just go and attack the fans. That's ridiculous. And I can't. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, she could redeem herself. I hope whatever she does goes well. But like I said, I kind of got a bad opinion about her based on how she behaves with other people. But then again, I don't know her in person, so maybe she's just doing that for face value stuff. Professional face could certainly be different from a personal one. All right, I'll take a small break, guys. I will be back in a minute. I will keep this going in the background, though. But we're making good leeway with the key drawings. We've got a lot to go, but progress is progress. But yeah, this cartoon's starting to look pretty good. All right, let's keep moving. Well, actually, no, I'm taking a break. I will get the cartoon moving for you guys, though. All right, I'm back. Slow going process. I don't have any more smokes today either. All right. Next drawing. We're gonna be right here. Yes. All right. So once again, I'm gonna have to go to my desk or my laptop. I'll keep this playing on the side. Make sure this pose is saved. All right. Here we go. So much. All right, so it's gonna be a forward step with her right foot. Left foot. My apologies. In this one, she doesn't wear shoes. I kind of have her barefoot for this one. Let's see. yeah, she'd be in this case, uh, I don't know. It felt like it made sense to not give her any footwear. That said, I'm not opposed to giving her shoes later. You know what I mean? Her design looks good with them. She could definitely pull them off. Yeah, I figured, if Bruce Banner can operate without shoes, Jen Walters probably could too. In this case, she wouldn't be. That wouldn't really be so much of a problem. I wouldn't have her. I would kind of like have her do what she does in the cartoons and whatever, where she wouldn't be like, she wouldn't be turning every day. How I kind of have it is, she's stuck like that. She's stuck as a Hulk, so um, there wouldn't be no problems there. She'd have to get a whole new wardrobe, but you know. Sorry, I am working on the side. I'm messing with my 3D stuff right now. Let's see. Oh shit. If he treated the animators better this time around, I'd be open to kind of watching his stuff again, but I still don't like him. Seth Rogen and all of it in his production company treated animators on the Sausage Party movie poorly, and I'm still kind of bitter about that. But if I'm being honest, I don't think about that too much. So I guess it doesn't occupy a whole lot of my headspace. I'm getting there, guys. I'm almost there. Okay, yeah, so her knee's gonna come out more like this. Out here. Which means her feet. Yeah, her foot's more over this way. There we go. And then her other foot is coming back this way. Almost there, guys. I have to make a bunch of corrections. I'm considering shutting the stream down for today because there's really not a lot for you guys to see. It's just there's a lot of behind the scenes work I gotta do, and well, I imagine it's gonna be very easy to get bored. You know what, guys? I'm actually gonna shut the stream down for today. It's just I'm not doing much, and I need these frames to be still, and when I play them back, it causes me problems. So I'm gonna shut the stream down for today. I'm gonna be working though, so I'll try and get another stream going when I can. But for now, I'm just gonna shut this one down. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We're getting really close to the end though. So you know, be happy about that. But here's just kind of one more you know, look at the frames that we got so far. I'm working on this one right now, but we're just kind of we're working our way through all the keys, and each one is looking pretty good. So, all right, guys, I'll see you later. See you later, Zach. Bye, Joseph. See you later, Darkstorm. Bye, Goji. Hey, Seb, before I go, would you mind sending me, I think I subscribed to you, but can you send me your channel again? Really quick. Yeah. Yeah, you can send me a message on Instagram. there's my Instagram. You can send me messages there if you want. All right. I have your channel opened up. I'll give it a look. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I'll see you later. Thank you very much, guys. I'll have more to show you soon. All right, bye.